Hi, everyone. Thank you once again for joining Empowerment Network. Today, I'm joined by Dan Street, and of course, we're excited. As everybody knows, from my perspective, let's hear what Dan is going to say. From my perspective, this is one of the most interesting moments in our journey of ONPASSIVE. It's silent, but very loud. So much happening. So, of course, we need to keep on keeping on standing strong behind our CEO as promised. And of course, Dan, thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you, Konfor, for having me. This is great. I feel very privileged to be on your show, and I just really appreciate being here. And I'll just say a few things. I think that it's important for all of us to stay focused and to continue to encourage one another. And for now, we rely only on the communication that Ash gives us. He's in control. He told us he was in control. He is taking control. He will continue to update us on the status of the restructure and the steps we need to take. So just stay focused on that. That's the main thing. And you have to understand that he has always been transparent and honest with us, especially over the last month. So listen to what he actually says and has said, and not what you expect him to, what you expect to hear. I mean, if you do this, if you do that, if you just listen to what he actually said, you will be as excited as I am, and Comfort is, and a lot of other people that have been engaged. Now, he told us he was taking full control and not to accept any communication or update that doesn't come from him personally. He told us a couple of weeks ago that challenges continue to surface. And some of these were a little deeper and darker than he originally thought, but in many ways, it's normal when you take on a massive project like this, especially when you have a company like ours that has incredible value. So we don't know all the details, and we don't have to. We know that Ash will share with us what he can, when he can. And all we need to know is that we have a solution, and it will be fixed, that he has the solution and it will be fixed. He told us that a couple of weeks ago. Now, one of my favorite quotes from Ash in a recent webinar, I just love this. He said, "Our attitude produces the stamina we need to succeed, and God gives us the broader vision for what is to come." Is that awesome? This reminded me of a scripture in Ephesians 6, and that is, stay strong in the Lord and the strength of his might. Put on the whole armor of God to resist the schemes of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the spiritual forces of evil. And we all know that Ash has been dealing with some pretty serious evil lately. But the good news is, we all know that God wins. And this company has always been about faith in God and knowing that he is in control. And, that's just awesome to me and to a lot of other people, many people in this whole organization. Now, Ash knows every detail about all the good, the bad, the ugly that we've experienced along this journey. And we can only imagine what his family has been going through along this journey. But he's also very, very confident, and he knows where we stand and the steps that we are going to need to take to fix these problems. And I honestly believe the immense pressure that has been on Ash over the last several years will be relieved very soon. I just believe that with all my heart and soul. So he told us, and one of the other quotes he got on this was a month or so ago, when he goes, "Behind the jam, there are good things bubbling. It will explode in a good way." Now that sounds to me like someone who is persevering and meeting the challenges head on. And he is. And we just have this feeling, I have this feeling that we've already won, and he's already kind of beat this issue down. And personally, I have all the confidence in the world that we're back on track. So the question for everybody here is, do you have that same level of confidence? And I hope so, because this is the real deal. This is a real company with real products and real people. We've said that a lot. And I believe Ash when he said, we are about to experience the good in this journey. And so many of us have had the privilege of being a part of this company from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very grateful to have had the opportunity to participate in the growth to this point. And I'm excited about being part of the continued growth of this amazing company. And for what it's worth, my suggestion to every founding member and affiliate is to listen to ASH and only to ASH for honest, accurate updates during this transition phase. So follow the instructions step by step in the coming weeks and months, because I believe that that is your path to success. And through his determination and his dedication and his perseverance, Ash has he's inspired me to be a better version of myself. And I know many people who feel the same way. This opportunity that he's provided has helped many of us focus not so much on what we have, but who we are and what success looks like in our lives. There are many people who have come out of their shells and experienced personal growth as a result of their continual exposure to this opportunity of a lifetime. I'm sitting here with one of them right now. Comfort has found her niche, and she does an amazing job. She facilitates these. I just love it. I learned so much coming to each and every one of from Empowerment Network. So thank you, Comfort. You do an amazing job.
You're welcome, Ben. Thank you.
And I also, commend those people who are participating in webinars and doing their lives, and they're encouraging people and helping people understand what we are really a part of. And so over the last year, I'll kind of end with a little bit here. Over the last year, I just think back on the importance of loyalty and resolve and belief. Now, loyalty is defined as your feelings of support or duty towards someone or something. And our loyalty to Ash and his team are critical right now. And it's fun to see the overwhelming support that he continues to receive from all of us. I love it. And finally, I'll end with, I like Jim Rohn. So I'll end with a quote from Jim Rohn about resolve. Resolve says, I will. The man says, I will climb this mountain. They told me it is too high, too far, too steep, too rocky, and too difficult. But it is my mountain. I will climb it. You will soon see me waving from the top or dead on the side from trying. Now, we've been climbing this mountain for quite a while, and I believe we will be waving from the top very soon. So allow this process to continue and be patient and just trust Ash. That's my message to everybody today.
Exactly. Dan, thank you so much. That was really powerful. And when you come back to the fact that ONPASSIVE is a real company with real products, real people, that's why we have real problems. Because
exactly,
it's just simple to understand, right? So people who don't get it, we're worried, because it's just real. We're real people. We have real business and stuff. And so we should face real problems, because it's just a natural course of in anything we do, right?
Absolutely. And who tries to deceive or do evil to a company that doesn't have any value, that doesn't have any potential? I mean, people see around the world that this company is really something else. It is unlike anything they've ever seen. And so they're a target. Absolutely, they're a target. But I honestly believe that Ash has surrounded himself with a team that is going to move us forward. And he's getting back to basics. He even said it. Sometimes you have to go hit rock bottom and get back to basics and just figure some things out that maybe some mistakes were made here and there. But I honestly believe he's got it figured out, and we're looking good.
Right. And Dan, that's one of the things that, like earlier on, you said how much you've learned from Ash. Just like I would say too, his humility and honesty just makes it going, because you're just like, if he can say this So why am I doubting him? He comes back to say even things we're not expecting him to say, but he thinks that we need to know. So that is strength from his side, because some people might see that as weakness, but that is strength. I think that's what's keeping him going from my perspective.
Well, yeah, like I said, his faith is keeping him going. His family's keeping him going. His overall character is keeping him going. He doesn't give up. He is a very, very dedicated person, and he's got a vision, and he knows this vision will work. And he has a vision not only to bless him and his family, of course, that's what this is about too, but to really emphasize his blessing others. And we see that in everything he does. Remember, he said, "How am I going to spend $3,000 a day? What am I going to do with $3,000 a day? He'd give it away."
Meanwhile, there are 3,000 people suffering out there. They need just something.
That's exactly right.
That's so true. One thing, Dan, that I would like you to touch on, which Mike made so clear on Sunday, we want to reiterate, is the fact that some people depend so much on deadlines. I think on the first, we will be rolling apples out there and stuff like that. Is that really necessary at this point that we should be looking up to a deadline when we think out there?
No, when you look at a company like this that is so complex, and there's so many moving parts, you can give time estimates, but those are people, in my opinion, that haven't been engaged in the process, that don't really know what's going on. They just have they have tunnel vision. They have one thing on their mind, and that is, when is this going to work for me, and when am I going to get paid? And that's why people like that have to take a serious look at themselves. And they have to understand that this isn't all about getting paid. This is about being part of an opportunity that has never existed before. And if they can't understand that, then we can't help them. But we will help as many people that want to be helped. But it's not about dates. And people always want to know when. And I believe that Ash is going to, I think when he says very soon, another thing, that this is a key. He can't say anything like that. People are gradually understanding the legal process and what he can and he can't say legally. And he's got some advisors. He's got some very, very good advisors, both legally and that are on his team. And he is being advised very, very well right now, I believe. So don't get caught up on dates.
Exactly. I mean, exactly.
Just know that it will happen. And don't get caught up on dates.
That's so true. Because you just want to be.
Where are you going to go?
Yeah, we'll just get to be excited about the big picture, because it's just a matter of when, and the when is just readily waiting for us at that point.
Yes.
And we'll get there. So I think it's a good thing. One of the things that when you listen, even some of his quotes, he will say you should spend time like to add some value to yourself. And this is that time too, because how much you learn from here, you will never, it's priceless, just about
and that's one of the advantages. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
I was just going to say about you earlier on, you advised that we should listen to him, because when you say listen, it means he says something, one needs to listen in order to get him,
That's right.
So what we do is not everybody gets it at the same time. And that's why we do this, because if you come here, you comment on it from your perspective. Mike Ellis does the same, Red Fan, the tech guys, Michael Williams and stuff. When you listen to Ash, you don't get it well. No need to be anxious. Just go around again, and then you're fine. I think.
Well, and that's a good point. I mean, like you found your niche. I mean, Michael Williams, Mike Ellis, Marty DeGarmo, my partners. We've been involved in this thing for a long time, since the beginning, really 5.5 years. But I found mine, and Daryl Cook and Janet Butler and I, we started taking notes. So that's where I really started. I had to learn to listen, because I wanted to help people understand what Ash was saying. Try and take the notes and make them a little bit more concise for people to understand what went on in that meeting for people that couldn't get there. And so I developed over a period of time the ability to listen to Ash. And there are some gems in there. I mean, if you just really listen, I mean, the quote I said earlier, that was just, I mean, that just stuck out at me. And there's a lot of them, that just really have an impact on all of us.
Yeah, that's so true. You know, because when you see, sometimes I just think that not getting it is a choice, because you and Derek Cook and Janet, you do that. And then other platforms, like they come again to break it down. Sometimes myself, I do it in Pidgin. I interpret some key things in Pidgin. It's a language that's
Amazing.
understood in many countries in Africa. So everybody should get at least the main points. If you can't listen, you go and read. So we just need to keep doing that.
But it does take you personally to be intentional about doing that. You have to go and listen to Comfort's recording. You have to go in the back office and read the notes. You have to go listen to Marty's lives. You have to do whatever it takes, whatever language you're in. You have to make an effort to go and find out what's going on.
So I think I'll just give you one chance now to round up. It take us many minutes as you'd like to, but you touch a bit on people staying away from negativity. All we need now is just positive energy to support Ash. So, right.
Yeah, and that's I mean, that's a given as far as I'm concerned. I mean, there's no reason not to be positive. There's nothing think about this company from start until now, and it may have taken 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but it's always moving forward. And that's very normal along the course of building a company of this magnitude to have a couple of challenges and take a step back but keep moving forward. This company has always been moving forward, and it's close now. So I think that everybody should stay positive and just support Ash. That's the main thing. Support Ash right now. I mean, we stand firm with Ash Mufareh, like the title says. You know, we stand firm with him, and we don't stand firm with him because we feel we have to. We stand firm with him because he is who he is, because of his character, because of his vision, because we believe his vision. And for those people that believe, it's a no-brainer. For those people that are on the fence, then they're going to have to get engaged. They're going to have to get involved. They're going to have to get their questions answered. And Ash is going to be doing that. But again, Ash will be doing that. Nobody else. Okay. Don't get your information from somebody that thinks they know. Okay. Get it from Ash, and then we will all comment on it, and we will all help you understand that to the best of our ability.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks so much, Dan. And we just call on everyone. If you find this information useful, just go ahead and share, encouraging everyone. We just need
Perfect.
Yes, unity is the strength that is feeding Ash now to keep on going. And of course,
that's right.
Yes,
that's
we'll
right.
definitely get there. We
will.
Yes, we are fine. So thank you so much.
I'm excited. Yeah, you bet.
Your time. Yeah. All right.